Hello everyone, this is BCS Buster, and welcome to a special bonus episode of Let's Play Breath Fire 4. So I'm back here at this sequence with Fou-Lu, and we had an option at this point, if you might recall, when Fou-Lu was, talking about mortals in this world, and he's asking if they're selfish. But what happens if we decide to say that they are selfish? Well, let's see. Maybe they are. Okay, I'm gonna go through the sequence with Cray again. You might remember this. No! Yeah, basically we go through all the sequences again that show what was wrong with people there. I won't go through all of them again. Were the mortals thou hast encountered not cruel? Actually, now that I've played through the game, they were cruel. Yeah, remember this sequence? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have the kid there, that's no good. That's no good at all. I remember that also. Wow. I got some flashbacks there. And one more question. Were they not foolish? Actually, they were foolish. Because you remember what happens next. Yeah, Alina becomes a monster. So yeah, they were pretty foolish. Yeah. Know what? Yeah. We can feel Fou-Lu's despair permeating through our thoughts. So basically, what happens now is if you say maybe no, or maybe so to the other three questions, and I just fast forwarded so you can see this. Now you get this option to choose either maybe so or I don't know. Now I believe if you select I don't know, you can still get the good ending of the game, and you go through the sequence like we normally did and fight the Tyrant Dragon and then the Astral Dragon. But if Ryu happens to agree with Fou-Lu, Whoa. And now, Fou-Lu has become Shang Tsung and has absorbed Ryu's soul. So you remember before how in the good ending, Ryu had the blonde hair, but he had Fou-Lu on his side. Now Fou-Lu has adopted the blonde hair of Ryu. What do you mean? And I am neither. You are what? Ooh, that's a good question. Uh-oh. That would be really bad. And if he was? Let's get him, Cray. Uh-huh. Oh, man. So now are we going to have to fight Ryu? Uh-oh. Well. Yeesh! Holy crap! That thing looks worse than the other two. That's okay, we can do it. Alright. Ooh, and I get all 5 party members. This will be great. And now it's time for a boss battle against Infini. Hey, wait a minute. Why exactly are Nina, Cray, Sias, Ursula, and Urshan the enemies? There are party members. And wait a minute. What? It looks like I'm controlling Infini. I am controlling Infini. Yeah, so this is actually a pretty cool twist on this game. We actually get to control the enemy in this case. Kind of like what we did with Fou-Lu, but on a little bit of a different level. Now, you might remember Infini, which is another translation for Anfini, which was the best dragon that you could get in Breath of Fire 3. So that's kind of a neat twist on that. Now, let's look at our enemies here. A powerful healer and magic user. Yeah, she has. And now you can get a little extra data on each of our party members. A Ludian mercenary who takes a pragmatic approach to life. Yeah, there's some information on Ursula. Yeah, there you go. So basically, you can get a little information on your characters, but yeah. So now we get to control the Anfini dragon, and basically, he's got a ton of pretty kick-ass abilities. Look at that. Including Soul Rend, and we can reduce all of our enemies' HP to 1. Yeah. So the easiest thing to do for this sequence is Soul Rend. This this is kind of weird. So like we're controlling a bad guy. So, whoa, yeah. By the way, all of the party members all of a sudden gain straight 9s for HP. I don't know how exactly that worked, but it did. Uh-oh. Let's see how powerful Nina's spells are. Now that I'm not controlling her. That's not too bad. I should be able to outlast. Uh-oh. Hope we didn't use Last Resort first. Well, that wasn't so bad at all. Person's guarding. Why would you do that? That's dumb. Okay, that didn't do a whole lot of damage at all. Yeah, and should a disaster occur, you all of a sudden get straight 9's HP back every round. So yeah, you will win this battle. There's no question. So you Soul Rend and then Dark Wave, and you win. Oh boy, this is coming from Anfini. This could get ugly. Wow, look at that power. Whoa! Whooping all kinds of ass, but I don't quite understand how this is going to work out here. Because we're still fighting. We're fighting our own teammates. Yeah, no problem. And that's how you win. If for some reason they heal themselves, just keep casting Dark Wave, and you'll win, or lose, depending on how you look at it. There you are. What path is that, Nina? I think it's Nina talking. Actually, wait, no, this is probably Ryu talking. Because now that... Wait. So our... Wow. Oh, this must be Ryu talking because... Wait, now that I think about it, I think our other 5 party members are dead. Yeah. And that's the ending of Breath of Fire 4. Yeah, so needless to say, that's the bad ending of the game. So, optional, obviously that's not the way that the game ends. You need to actually go through and say, I don't know, in order to get the good ending. So, kind of sucks though that if you do it at if you're playing this game for the first time, you save your game at the last save point, go through all the sequence, then you eventually get a game over sequence like this. It's kind of like the first Dragon Warrior, when you're going through the Dragon Lord's castle for the first time, and when you finally meet up with the Dragon Lord and say, yeah, you can have half the world, that's no problem. And then all of a sudden he stabs you and it's game over and you lose, and you don't get the actual ending. You have to say no and then fight the Dragon Lord and then kill him, just like normal. But yeah, so there's that ending of Breath of Fire 4. So, okay, so I'm just going to let the credits roll, and then basically the credits are the same as before, and they're in Japanese, so we can't really read them unless you speak Japanese, in which case you're a better person than I. So I'm going to wait till the rest of the credits roll, and then I will talk about what happens next. Okay, so it would appear, excuse me. Okay, so it looks like we're back on the main menu. Yeah, so you don't even get the option to create the new Breath of Fire save file. So, okay, let me check my time real quick and see see how much time I have left. Okay, you know what? I have enough time left over that I'm just going to do all of the bonus content in one episode, and that's completely fine. Okay, so what I've done is I've loaded a save state where I have defeated the game correctly and defeated Tyrant Dragon, Astral Dragon, gone through the main ending sequence there. And I've also, I'll show you here, I've saved and I showed you this, so I've saved a clear file state. So basically we're on chapter 13 of Gods and Men, and what this does, if we load the game, great. What it does is it puts you back outside of Fou-Lu's castle after having defeated, before going through and defeating Fou-Lu. So if you want to go down, you can defeat Fou-Lu again and all that good stuff. However, all of the apples that we equipped on our characters are still the same. And now I've got the royal sword and the royal armor from that last battle. So if you haven't defeated a rider yet, and you weren't able to get a second slicer, this would be a good time to go defeat a dragon, because the royal sword is actually stronger than a slicer. Try that. So it'll be even easier to defeat the rider using the strategy that I showed you before. Yeah, so it's by about 18 points stronger. So you get even more damage with that. So that's really good. Okay, so there's a couple optional things that I want to show you real quick. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go to... No. There we go. I want to go to check. And we're actually going to head back to the abandoned village. Yep. There's really only a couple things that I really want to show you that you can do in the New Game Plus. No, I do not want to fight any of those trees. Now, first thing I want to do is talk to this person here. Now, this person spawns after you defeat the main game, and this is she only appears on a clear game, or on a... I'm just going to call it New Game Plus because that's what it is. So essentially it's a clear game save file. However, it sure is. This is our final trade treasure of the game. Now, if you happen to miss a trade treasure in Ludia Castle, you actually can, and I forgot to get it in my playthrough. There's actually a treasure that you can get before you go into Ludia Castle. Really, when it's really dark at night before you go rescue Cray. And I forgot to get it. Not a big deal because the final skill that you can get from Marlock is useless, and I'm not going to use it. But now we get the best treasure in the game, the Platinum Ball. So if you missed the Ludia treasure, this is where you can get it. There's one more thing I want to do here. If you go up here, wait a minute. Those two look incredibly familiar. Whoa! It's Ray! Yeah! So this is Ray from Breath of Fire 3! Haha! That's cool! He finally made a cameo in the game. That's great. And now we can get some unique armor here in the village. So Midas armor, which turns any damage received into Zenny, which is kind of cool. A medallion is interesting. So it's basically, it's kind of like a chain effect. I kind of think of it as like the slivers from Magic the Gathering. So like if, as you get more of them, they become stronger. So 18 power or +3 power, -3 defense for everyone who wears one. So if everyone wears one, you can get plus 18 power. But it's negative 18 defense, so there's a trade-off. King Frog, which is the best frog fishing lure in the game. A toothpick, and I don't really care. It's actually kind of, it's a defensive assistance there. So that's kind of interesting. And then chopsticks, which is kind of a useless weapon also. And then there's the straw if you want to get those. So yeah, we get some unique items that Ray sells. Now if we go over here, it's Tipo! And for talking to Tipo, you get the rusted sword. Ah, see, Ray calls him out. He's like, haha, come on, Tipo. Me and Ray. They spelt Ray wrong, or there was a mistranslation of Ray in this game. It's REI in the first one, but I think that's kind of interesting. And they talk about their thieving ways. That's great. And basically what the rusted sword does is if you fight 1,000 battles with it, I think it transforms into another weapon. Definitely not worth it. So yeah, so I wouldn't even worry about it at all. It is not a big deal at all. If you want to go through and do it, it's fine, but there's really no point because we've already beaten the game. So no real point in that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our final skill from Marlock so I can complete every skill in the game. If I was playing this on PlayStation, I'm sure there'd be a trophy associated with that, you would think. But this is on an emulator, BCS Universe, so oh well. Okay, let's go this way. Let's talk to Marlock. I'm wanting you to complete my game for me, please. I sure have. I have the Platinum Ball. Alright, and we get the last skill of the game, Roulette. What does Roulette do? A different method each time. So, we really have no idea what it does. It's completely random. Very good. You taught us how to be a master greedy person. Well, thank you. Well, very good. Well, I've actually already finished with my travels, so absolutely. I don't want to waste time or money, so. Okay, Well, I guess, you know what? I'll go show off what roulette does. That's fine. It's a random effect every time. Like I said, I don't like leaving things to chance when fighting enemies. And it doesn't even work on stronger enemies, as the game said. So I don't even really care about it that much. Let's go take a look. So let's go, I don't know. No, let's go to Valley's fine. Let's see if we can enter an area here. Watch is going to be in, like, the fairy village or something like that. Okay, this is fine. Come on. Really? Not even let me get into a random battle. Thank you. Alright, perfect. So let's use roulette. And you guys guard, and let's see what we get. Okay. And I'm stopping it. The Aigu uses an attack on the Aigu. So the Aigu hits himself. Yeah, so that's basically how it worked. You basically spin the wheel, make the deal, and that's how that works. So, okay. And, oops, that's fine. Ooh, 3,000 damage, that's not bad. So, and that's how roulette works. I guess you can kind of control the influence of the enemy, supposedly, but it doesn't work on strong enemies, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, well, that's it. That's everything there is for me to do in Breath of Fire 4. I've gotten all the best equipment that I care about, every skill in the game, showing you all the endings, and that's it. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys so much for watching this LP. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. As is tradition with me, I will take a couple days off, figure out what I'm doing for my next LP, and then we will get started with that as soon as possible. But until the next time we meet, this is BCS Buster signing off. Don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at BCSBusterLP, check out my blog, check out my donations page, and as always, thanks. Take care, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. You guys are great.